Good evening, friends. We are live for day 33. Can you believe it? We're basically 1/3 of the way through going live for 100 days straight. It's Sunday night here, almost 10:30 p.m. in Texas. So given it's a Sunday night, it's a weekend, we're going to make this one short and we're going to jump right into it and try to make these uh, quicker to value. So one of the first things we want to do is encourage you, like we have every night, go create a YouTube channel if you haven't. And we also highly recommend that you go get signed up with ConvertKit so that you can begin to build and use an email list so that you're not as dependent on social media for your message to get out to your community, to your audience. I won't talk at length about that. I've talked about it multiple times. We'll talk about it more over the next several days, but you can go to strammel.info/ConvertKit and get a free account. Watch some of the other episodes if you want to know a little bit more about ConvertKit. I've been watching these videos and realized that I need to get into the content quicker. And so that's one of the reasons we're doing these live streams, learning, growing, hopefully getting better as we do this. So what I wanted to talk about tonight, something that literally tonight got working for the first time, and that's being able to go live on LinkedIn. You can go live on LinkedIn with a LinkedIn profile, or if you have a business and you have a business page, you can go live that way as well. And the application process, you have to actually tell LinkedIn whether you're applying for your profile or for your page. And one of the things I wanted to do is to show you link, and also putting it out there as a comment on all of the different platforms that we're on. But if you go to this link on LinkedIn, you can apply to be able to go live on LinkedIn. Unlike many of the other platforms, I'll say that LinkedIn is a social media platform. It's kind of a hybrid because, as you know, it's still very heavily business focused. But nonetheless, unlike Facebook and YouTube and Twitch and Twitter, pause this for a minute. Sorry about that. We're having some um, problems with our internet. It's we need to get it looked at. So I know we're struggling with our upload speed. So again, apologize for that, but I was talking about LinkedIn, going live on LinkedIn, and you can use this link that you see on the bottom of the screen to be able to do that. Or you can use that link to apply, and it's in the comments, as I mentioned. So I was able to get the company that I work for, my supply chain group, we were able to get approved actually the first time. Well, I think it took two, but the second time we applied, we got approved to be able to go live on our LinkedIn page, and I tested it for the first time tonight. There'll be difference of opinions on this, but I basically took a pre-recorded video, a webinar that we had done in the past and posted on YouTube. I went and ran that through what's called OneStream, and then used that through Switchboard. In this particular case, I had to basically use two tools to go live on LinkedIn. As I mentioned, LinkedIn doesn't have its own built-in dashboard to be able to go live from an app. So you need to have an approved platform to do it. Of the ones that I'm familiar with, Restream is one of them. I just looked at that a few minutes ago. You can actually get a free version or a free plan on Restream. We're really big on StreamYard, But the good thing about Restream is if you wanted to go live simultaneously with Zoom and with LinkedIn, then Restream is a good tool for that. You really couldn't use StreamYard in that particular case. Now you can go live on StreamYard and Zoom at the same time, depending on how you configure things potentially. But if you want to do Zoom and LinkedIn Live simultaneously, Restream is probably one of the best options. We've been talking about since episode 16, Switchboard. And like I said, I tested that tonight. So Switchboard would work as well. I could go live on Zoom and on LinkedIn using Switchboard. So the reason Switchboard might be the better option for you is they have a lifetime offer right now through AppSumo. And so if you go to strammel.info/AppSumo and then search for Switchboard, you can see the different options you have, the different ways that you can opt in. And again, I would suggest that you go to our YouTube playlist and go watch episode 16. And I'll actually pull that up. I think I have it. Yeah, here's the link to the YouTube playlist, all 32 days. And this one will be in that playlist after we close it out for the night. But go and watch episode 16. We talk about Switchboard quite a bit there. We've talked about it in a few other episodes, but Switchboard in a nutshell is a way for you to go live on up to 60 different destinations and a lot more, but I'll leave it at that. So really all we're going to talk about tonight is LinkedIn and also Zoom, because I think a lot of people would want to be able to do both simultaneously. It's very complementary. The one thing I'll say about LinkedIn, and the reason you want to get approved on LinkedIn to be able to go live, is that the organic reach is considerably better than probably any other video platform right now that you can live stream on. Facebook has long since been all that good, really, with regards to organic reach. It's an amazing platform for to integrate ads and to do that. But if you're for whatever reason not interested in or don't want to do Facebook ads, then your reach is only going to be so good. That's just the reality of it. Instagram as well, Twitter, Periscope as well. So if you want good organic reach, and I'll give you an example. I played a video tonight, pre-recorded video. I was literally there watching it, for one, to make sure it was playing right, because it was a new thing for me. Had not done LinkedIn Live before, and was right there. We had comments coming. I responded to the comments. And quite honestly, although many say don't do a pre-recorded video, I think actually if you're there and watching as it's being played live and watching the comments, you're better able to respond to those comments as you're doing it. Because if you're a business like my supply chain group, if you're doing a webinar, you're focused on delivering the best possible webinar, demonstrating possibly software, talking through concepts that are actually quite deep at times. And so in that type of setting, you're not going to take time typically to answer questions verbally throughout the video. So if you play back a pre-recorded video, you're still going to get good engagement, and then you can actually, in the comments, address those questions as they come up, direct them to places where they can get the answers, ask them to send you an email, point them to your website with various links, all of those kind of things. So the engagement is excellent. The number of views, started out at 5, 6, 7, and I think it's at about 151 now, which honestly is pretty good for the first video and having never gone live again. And oh, by the way, this was on a Sunday night at about 7 o'clock, I think. So go find that link, or go click on that link that's now in the comments to get signed up for LinkedIn Live. Be prepared to be patient. Be prepared to have to potentially apply multiple times. It may be easier for a Facebook page to get approved if that page has been pretty active. If you're applying at the profile level as just a person, if you will, it will probably depend on, again, how often you're posting videos on there, how active you are. They're looking for people that are actually actively putting content on there. Now, one of the advantages to being able to do a Facebook, or not Facebook, excuse me, a LinkedIn Live, is if you just upload a video, let's say a pre-recorded video that you've got to LinkedIn, the longest it can be is 10 minutes. And so with LinkedIn Live, they actually, one of the best practices that they put out there is they recommend that you are going live for greater than 10 minutes. So that's the benefit. If you've got a 1 hour webinar, 30-minute webinar, whatever it is, or literally truly want to go live in the moment, you can go live. I don't even know what the limit is, but you can certainly go an hour. I'm sure you could go 2 hours. I'll research that actually, and do another night on that to discuss that and give you maybe more details on that. So I just noticed my printer is printing, I think. So you'll have to excuse that. But got a lot going on here all the time. So yeah. So actually, I think that's what we really wanted to cover tonight anyway. Go check out LinkedIn and get signed up for that, or get your application out there. And I'd love to hear you come back and comment and let me know if you got it, if you got approved. So that's where we're going to leave it. Let me see. I'm going to look at the comments real quick. Okay. Yeah, I think we covered everything for tonight. Hope you have a great rest of your evening. And tomorrow is day 34. We're looking forward to it. Thanks for joining us. All right.